Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the PACE University Electronic Medical Records and Medical Billing and Coding Certificate Programs Information Session webinar. That's a mouthful. My name is Stephanie Plowman, and I will be your moderator this evening. I'm the program coordinator for the MBC and EMR program at PACE. With me this evening is Nicole Vitale, Assistant Director of Continuing and Professional Education at PACE University, and Dr. Michelle Kahn, an instructor with the program. Now, before we get started this evening, just one housekeeping matter. This system is very, very sensitive, so everybody is on mute right now, otherwise we would pick up the background noise from everybody's home or office. So to that end, if you have any questions, please do feel free to type them in the questions box on your GoToWebinar toolbar that you have on the screen, and those will then pop up on my screen, and I'll be able to read them out loud for either Nicole or Michelle to handle. And we're always ready, willing, and able to answer all of your questions, and we do welcome them, so please feel free to type those in as they come up. If a question comes to you mid-session, please do feel free to type it in. If there's a reasonable opportunity for us to break in to take that question, we will certainly do so. If not, we will absolutely be opening the session up to questions at the end. So with all of that said, I'm going to turn things over to Dr. Michelle Kahn, who is going to share the specifics of the program with you. So Michelle, whenever you are ready.
Thank you, Stephanie, and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for this information session. We are going to be talking about both the Electronic Medical Records Specialist Program and the Medical Billing and Coding Certificate Program. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a quick look at the topics that we will be covering this evening. We will take a look at the employment outlook for medical billing and coding specialists and the average salary statistics. Healthcare as a career sector continues to show growth, and so we're going to take a look at some exciting articles that we have recently found in the news about this. We will also take you through the online classroom so you can see exactly what it looks like and the various features that are contained within the program. These features will include a wide array of study tools so that you can get the most out of the program. The ultimate goal is to prepare you to sit for a certification examination. So our study tools are designed to help you to maximize your time as well as your study efforts so that you can be prepared for the certification. We will also share with you some information on how to register for the program and for finding some financing options. According to the Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment opportunities are on the rise for health information specialists. Over the next 8 to 10 years, the field is expected to grow by 22%. New jobs are being created all the time. There is an increased use and actually a government mandate to use electronic medical records. The need for billing and coding specialists is also on the rise, since there is continuous growth in the elderly population and more medical treatments as well as diagnostic procedures being performed. The National Health Career Association, got tongue-tied there, outlines the benefits of becoming certified in electronic medical records. Being certified provides more job opportunities. There's also an increase in pay scale, as well as subject matter expertise. Salaries are increasing across the board in healthcare, and that is something that we will see throughout this evening's presentation. There are two main professional associations that certify medical billing and coding specialists. We will talk tonight about AAPC, which is the American Academy of Professional Coders. We will also mention AHIMA, which is the American Health Information Management Association. AAPC, which again is American Academy of Professional Coders, conducts an annual survey, and the survey results from the 2014 survey shows that it is a very good time to be working on the business side of healthcare. Salary surveys show earning potentials are on the rise, and that the unemployment rate among certified coders continues to go down. This rate is currently at 1.4%. According to AAPC's recent survey, the average salary of an AAPC member last year was almost $51,000. This is an 8.4% increase in just 1 year. Those who work in a hospital inpatient setting experienced a 16.6% increase in salary, and they are averaging over $56,000 per year. Most members of AAPC are working full-time as well. Almost 88% of the respondents of the survey are working 40-plus hours a week. The growth of healthcare jobs can be found in the news. A recent article from USA Today tells us to expect healthcare job gains to continue until at least 2022. It states that millions of healthcare jobs will be created between now and then. Baby boomers will be retiring, and that provides more job opportunities for those that are still in the workforce. According to The Economist, healthcare jobs are recession-proof. On this graph, the light blue vertical lines show positive growth from year to year for healthcare jobs, while other industries fluctuate from year to year, showing periodic loss in job numbers, and those are in the dark blue. Boston University states that regardless of economic trends, healthcare is one of this country's strongest growth industries. This growth is a result of needing more healthcare for the growing number of elderly, as well as our country's new focus on healthcare reform. Since you are here, you are probably thinking about making a significant career change. You may be looking to start with a new profession altogether, or maybe you're already in the field but looking to change your focus. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to take a look at what 2 industry professionals have to say about these emerging career fields. So now we're going to switch focus a bit and take a look at what the online classroom looks like. You may or may have not experienced taking classes online, but either way, you will find the online classroom easy to navigate. We'll take a walkthrough so you can see the features of the online class and the tools that we were discussing at the beginning that are available to you to help you learn. When it's time for your program to begin, you will receive an email that provides you with the website to go to, as well as your login information. It also provides you with contact information for the university and your instructor. So once you receive this email, you will be able to log into your classroom, take a look around, and get started. Once you log in, you will be on the home page of your classroom. In this center, you'll see a description of your program. Along the left side, you'll have buttons that will help you to navigate throughout the program. When you click on the Modules button, you will see the majority of the information you will need for your program in the center of your screen. When you click on the very first item of your program, you will be taken to your first presentation. Throughout your program, you will have video presentations with audio, and this is your very first one. This one is for MBC. It gives you an overview of the program and what to expect. Most online programs have lecture notes for you to read through, but we do offer this dynamic tool that makes learning interesting and fun. After the overview presentation, you'll find your syllabus. which will provide you with all of the school and classroom policies that you may need to reference. Here are some clips of some items you will find in your syllabus: a textbook list, the grading policy, and the honor code. There's also a week-by-week list of everything that is covered, as well as assignments and tests that need to be completed. So in this view, this is an example showing week 1. All participants are expected to create a portfolio of their accomplishments during their program. Since this program is online, we call it an e-portfolio. This is an opportunity to collect some of your best work and show it to a potential or current employer so they can see what you have accomplished. It is absolutely something to be proud of. There is a video presentation that walks you through the steps of creating an e-portfolio as well as how to share it. This is also a graded item within the program. So once you've watched the overview presentation, review the syllabus and the textbook list, and watch the video on how to set up the e-portfolio, you can then read a biography about your instructor. This will provide you with their contact information, their work experience, their teaching experience, and also something interesting and fun about them. Then it would be time to jump into your first module. For this program that we're showing on the presentation, the first module is medical terminology. The first item that you will see is an introduction to the module that provides information on exactly what is going to be covered within that module. Next, you will have a document that explains in detail how to access student resources for the textbook that is used in that module. This study material supplements your program learning and can be an extremely valuable tool. These instructions are here to help you download or access any of these supplemental materials. Next, you will find websites that you can review to help you in exploring the module topic. This material is considered bonus study support, and it is here for your benefit. It makes your learning dynamic, and it allows you to use some really awesome, powerful websites to help enhance your learning. As opposed to lecture notes, you will have video presentations. You can stop and start the videos and watch them as many times as you would like. This is where you will want to take notes and listen to what the lecturer has to offer. You will find these presentations throughout your program. They cover every area of the program, as well as add a creative and exciting feature that will help you learn the material from some industry specialists. You will also find a variety of learning tools in the program. In this example, this one is about data security. These are interactive tools specific to technology security. Learning these concepts requires some memorization, and so tools like this can help you with that process, and they are provided throughout the program. The program has graded deliverables. They take the form of homework assignments and tests. So in this example, this is a homework assignment. You submit your assignments right in the instruction area where it says Submit Assignment. Your instructor will then receive the assignment. They will grade it and provide you with some feedback. Prior to taking module-specific tests, there are practice quizzes. These are not graded, and you can take these as many times as you want. This is what a completed practice quiz looks like. You're given an immediate score, and you will see exactly which questions you answered correctly or incorrectly. This will allow you to know exactly which areas to focus additional studies. When you are ready, you will take the test. They are all auto-graded, multiple choice, and true-false tests. You'll know exactly how you did as soon as you complete the test. Should you need some assistance while navigating throughout the program, there are quick links for technical help and the frequently asked questions, FAQ, which are also really helpful. And as always, you can ask your instructor for assistance. So a common question that is often asked is, what topics do these programs cover? For electronic medical records, your modules will consist of the following: U.S. Healthcare System, American Reinvestment and Recovery Act and HITECH Act, Medical Terminology, Healthcare Computing, Health Information Management Technology, and Electronic Medical Records Software. For medical billing and coding, every participant completes what we call the standard block of modules. The standard block of modules includes medical terminology, anatomy and physiology, disease pathology, diagnostic coding, and procedural coding. Then, depending on the type of certification you want to prepare for, you will also take an add-on module. Your choice of add-on modules include CPC, COC, CPCP certification preparation, and those are through AAPC. And then through AHIMA, we have CCA and CCS. Each certification differs in the workplace setting it prepares you for, and the different certifying agencies differ in their requirements. In this slide, you're going to see the websites that you can use for the different certifications available to see exactly which certification is right for you. Your program also includes additional resources to help you with a resume and cover letter. Many of our participants find these tools to be very useful, and they are provided standard with everyone's program. We absolutely encourage everyone to explore and utilize these tools. At the end of your program, and with MBC it's at the end of the standard block, you will compile some signature assignments into your e-portfolio that we spoke about a little bit earlier. So when it is complete, you will submit a private URL to your instructor so they can review it and provide you with some feedback. But you can also provide this URL to a potential or current employer so they can actually see your accomplishments. So I'm going to turn the presentation over so we can talk about some PACE University information.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for the PACE University's Healthcare Information Session. Again, my name is Nicole Vitale. I am the Assistant Director for Continuing and Professional Education. And right now I'll be talking to you about the financing options that we have available for the healthcare programs here at PACE. Just a reminder before I get into these different financing options, for all attendees to this event, you are eligible to receive $200 off the tuition. So that's a great benefit. So one of the most sought after options is our tuition payment plan. These are offered through PACE University. These are interest-free plans. There's no background check, no credit check, and anyone can enroll. The tuition is split into 7 monthly payments, and to enroll, there is a non-refundable fee of $35, and then there's a $50 down payment which will get applied towards the balance. So that's to enroll into the actual payment plan. And then the payments are due the first of every month, starting on September 1st, and it's paid directly to PACE University through our online system. Now, how the payments would be broken up for this particular program, with the $200 off, it would be, from attending, it would be $3,795. and then taking away the balance, your monthly payments would come out to about $535. Now, if you are interested in this option, you would want to submit a registration form, and then we will send you an email with further instructions on how to enroll. Now, some other options are the private education loans. Now, with the private education loans, you would work with a specific loan vendor to go over a payment schedule. Some common loan vendors are Wells Fargo and Sallie Mae, but PACE will accept payment from any lender who is willing to provide funding. Now, these private education loans do have an interest fee, but the benefit of that would be that you don't have to worry about making payments while you're in the course. And then the final option that we have is payment in full, and this would be required at the time of enrollment. We accept cash, check, or credit card. If anybody is ready to register tonight, I will be happy to accept your registration over the phone and take all that from you. And I think we are near to the end of the presentation.
Yes.
So if anybody has any questions.
Yes, that is our last slide. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing such wonderful information about the program. So now if anybody has any questions, please do go ahead and type them into the questions box. And as they come in, I will read them out loud for either Nicole or Michelle to handle. So please do go ahead and feel free to start typing. I will say that sometimes the most important question is the one you remember to ask after we have logged off for the evening. But never fear, please do feel free to reach out to continuinged@pace.edu, and you will be able to have that question answered and get assistance. But here is our first question. For those who are already in the healthcare field, an RN for example, would we be able to be exempt from taking A&P 1 and 2 as well as medical terminology?
That's a great question. We actually have everybody go through all the modules. Being in the healthcare profession myself, if you don't use it, you use it sometimes. So there may be some terms maybe that a person hasn't looked at for a while, or maybe they've been in a very specific specialty and haven't really looked at the other systems of the body. So right now we have a doctor that's going through the program, and she emails me quite often like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't remember this or that. So we kind of use those modules as refreshers, which can be very helpful since on the medical billing and coding exam, especially like the CPC exam, there's a whole section on medical terminology and a whole section on anatomy and physiology. So we want to make sure that everybody is prepared for those regardless of background or education or experience.
Is this course only offered beginning in September, or is there also a spring session or rolling admission?
I can answer that question. So the program is rolling admission. Basically what that means is as soon as you decide you would like to enroll, you would submit the registration form, either make the payment in full or sign up for one of the payment plans and submit your first payment. We would then send your books, and you can begin as soon as you receive your books. So pretty much it's rolling admission. Whenever you're ready and you start that process, you can get started. There's no set start date.
One student has already registered and enrolled in the payment plan, and it did state that the first payment is due on August 1st, or will it be due on September 1st?
In that case, it will be due August 1st.
Is the EHR course or the EMR course self-paced?
Yes, it's designed the same way that the medical billing coding asynchronous.
Okay, any other questions coming coming into us. As we wait to see if we get some more questions in, do you ladies have any final thoughts you would like to share with our participants this evening?
I'm thinking, and I
Yeah,
always
okay.
forget that people can't see that I'm thinking.
we're getting some more questions, so it's okay.
Okay.
Everybody can keep thinking. It's okay. Does the EMR course focus on one specific type of software medical record, for example, Epic?
That is a great question and a very popular question. We primarily focus on Prime Suite, and the reason that we do that is that it is the most basic as far as functionality is concerned. So a lot of the aspects of Prime Suite can translate into other systems. We have been wanting to include Epic. However, they don't have any textbooks or any study material or anything like that because we've been wanting to do that for several months now. So once Epic actually, either they publish their own textbook or they team up with a publisher and we actually have something that students can wrap their hands around, then that is something that we are definitely wanting to dive into. So for now, we go over basic functions because there's so many similar functions, and regardless of what kind of systems you're using, it's kind of like a computer. They all have an on-off switch. So if you know where the on-off switch on a computer is on one, chances are you'll be able to find it on the other. So we try to not necessarily specific or focus specifically on, you know, this is what you need to know because Prime Suite offers it, but more on the general functions and why we want those functions.
Nicole, this one's for you. Can a workforce development scholarship be used for tuition?
It can, yes.
That was easy and positive. Okay, any further questions from anybody? Any further questions? We'll leave things open to see if anything else comes in. Again, of course, if anything comes up after we log off for the evening, please do feel free to reach out to Continuing Ed at pace.edu and get your questions answered. Did you think of any final thoughts, Michelle, before we log off?
Well, I was just going to suggest, you know, after this, tonight, maybe next day, I would go to those websites, AAPCs, I would go to HEMAs, I would look up the Certified Electronic Health Record Specialist and do some research since each of those certifications that are offered through, whether it's a HEMA or AAPC, they're all a little bit different. And so that if you do a little bit of research, and AAPC's website, HEMA's website, they're extremely easy to navigate through. You just click on certifications and you can see all the certifications they offer. You can see how long the tests are. You can see how many questions. They even will give you a breakdown of what to expect on the exam, you know, like 8 medical terminology questions, 10, you know, CPT questions or something like that. I would definitely do some research on those, and that will give you a great idea of which certification would fit best for you.
Excellent. Thank you, Michelle. And I'm on those sites all the time, and they're absolutely wonderful. They're just chock full of information. So I learn something new each time I go to the site. So they are definitely very, very helpful, especially if you are new to the field and would like to get a lot more information. Okay, it looks like we do not have any more questions. So if that is the case, I guess we will call it a night. And we will thank all of you so much for your interest in the program, for your time this evening, for your good questions. And we sincerely hope to see your names on rosters and virtual faces in classrooms online. So Nicole and Michelle, thank you so much as always for your good information and assistance. And everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Thank
you,
you. You guys have a
everyone.
great night.
Have a great night.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.